All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about EINs and LLCs.
Yes.
And more specifically, we're going to be talking about the most cost-effective ways to get them set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think this is really important for any entrepreneur who's
Especially
who's starting out, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to
spend money.
During their bank account before they're even making money.
You want to be lean,
Lean.
Bootstrap it.
Keep it lean. Bootstrap it. That's the name of the game when you're first starting.
I was reading this article the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about a bakery owner who was totally overwhelmed by this whole process of getting the EIN. Yeah.
Right.
And they just thought it was, the simple number you get.
Right.
But then they realized there's all these rules and regulations.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the business structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to have if you're not going to have employees. Yeah. And the thing is that people don't realize, like you said, they think, oh, it's just a number. I go, get it, and that's it. But you really need to think about what you're doing because it's not just about getting an EIN. It's about getting the right EIN for your business and for your circumstances.
Yep.
So, for example, if you're a solopreneur, you're working by yourself, you may still need an EIN if you're going to be working with certain vendors or if you want to open a business bank account.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So
it can get a little complicated.
Yeah. So it's really like cost to obtain an EIN is not as straightforward as
you think.
As you might think.
That's kind of a loaded question.
So what are the different ways that you can get an EIN?
Do it yourself. You can go the DIY route and you can go to the IRS website and you can apply. And technically it's free. They don't charge you to get an EIN. But it can take a lot of time and effort, especially if you don't know all the ins and outs, you don't know the terminology. The process can be a little bit confusing. So that's one way. The other way is to use a paid service, and there's a lot of different companies out there that offer the service, and they can charge anywhere from a couple $100s to over $1,000.
Wow. Okay.
Depending on what's included.
So that's where Inc. Authority comes in, right?
Yeah, Inc. Authority is a company that they're actually offering LLC formation and EIN acquisition for free.
For free?
Completely free.
What's the catch?
Well, the catch is that they make their money through other services. They offer registered agent services, they have compliance tools, they even offer things like website development.
Wow.
So they're kind of a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs.
Right.
And they're hoping that you'll come for the free stuff and then you'll stay for the paid stuff.
Right. So it's kind of like you're getting these things for free up front, but then you're sort of in their ecosystem.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially you might be paying more down the line.
Yeah, you could end up paying more down the line for some of these other services that you may not need or that you could get cheaper elsewhere.
So it's like convenience versus
control.
Control, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the big question you have to ask yourself as a listener. Are you comfortable, being part of this ecosystem? Are you okay with potentially paying more for some of these other services down the line?
Or do you want to shop around and
Exactly.
best deal.
Do you want to do the research and find the best deal for each individual service?
Right.
Or do you just want the convenience of having it all in one place?
Right. So this has definitely given me a lot to think about.
Yeah. It's definitely something to consider. And here's something else to think about.
Okay.
Beyond just the financials, think about your time and your energy. Sometimes, even if something's free, the hidden costs in terms of stress and frustration might not be worth it.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. So as you're embarking on your entrepreneurial journey, carefully weigh the pros and cons of each approach and choose what truly aligns with your vision for success.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for another deep dive.
See ya.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.